I have applied the formula NCR a to the power n minus r into x to the power r. Then we consider this term 3x, that is to be multiplied with 1 by x term. Now we first follow which term is giving 1 by x term. There is no such term, you see. In the earlier episode I started binomial theorem. Now this is the continuation class. That means I am going to work out few more sums on the topic binomial theorem. I have taken 3 sums, actually different types of sums on the same category. We have to find the term independent of x in the expansion of these 3. First of all, number 1, I first write this one. We start as let r plus 1th term, that means general term. By taking general term, we proceed. Let t r plus 1 of the above expansion is independent of x. Now we first write down this term tr plus 1, that is equal to, as per formula, NCR a to the power n minus r into x to the power r, where the expansion is a plus x whole to the power n. Keeping that in mind, we write here a is root x, n is 10 CR into a means root x whole to the power 10 minus r into minus root c by root x whole to the power r. Student, learner, be careful about noting the symbols. Here it is minus. Note that. Sometimes we find that students commit mistake to write that symbol. That is why they get wrong answer. I have written keeping in mind NCR a to the power n minus r into x to the power r. Now this will be minus 1 whole to the power r. First I write that symbol matter, then 10 CR into root c to the power r, that means c to the power r by 2 into x term, x to the power 10 minus r by 2, root x whole to the power 10 minus r, that means x to the power 10 minus r by 2, and this is root x whole to the power r. Root x is at the denominator, therefore x to the power r by 2. Note this. X is placed at the denominator, therefore we apply here the formula a to the power n divided by e to the power n is equal to a to the power n minus n. Therefore After simplification, we get this r plus 1th term, this one. Now, the term is independent of x. Therefore, power of x will be 0. Since this term is independent of x, therefore we can mention power of x equal to 0. That means 10 minus r by 2 minus r by 2 is equal to 0. Or 5 minus r by 2 minus r by 2 equal to 0, or r is equal to 5. Thus we have got the value of r. On simplification, this equation we get r equal to 5. Now we have to find the term independent of x. That means this is the coefficient of that term independent of x. Therefore, require term independent of x is. Here we make the comment, after getting the value of r, we make the comment, the sixth term is independent of x. After that we find the term independent of x is minus 1 whole to the power 5 into 10c5 into c to the power 5 by 2. Minus 1 whole to the power 5 means minus 1. 10c5, we calculate that on the right space. 10c5 factorial 10 factorial 5 into factorial 5. That means this will be 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. After that, there will be factorial 5. Therefore, 1 factorial 5 will be cancelled from numerator and denominator. Then I put the value of factorial 5, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Now we simplify. The simplified value will be 252. Therefore, 252 into c to the power 5 by 2. That is equal to minus 252 into c to the power 5 by 2. Therefore, we have found the term independent of x. First of all, sixth term will be independent of x. I have mentioned here. Then value of that term, that is this one. Therefore, the sum is solved. Next sum, we have to find the term independent of x here. x plus 1 by x whole to the power 2n. Starting will be same. Let tr plus 1 will be independent of x. Now first we find tr plus 1. In here n is 2n cr. A means x to the power 2n minus r into 1 by x whole to the power r. I have applied the formula ncr a to the power n minus r into x to the power r. Now we simplify. Actually we take all x terms together. 2n cr into x to the power 2n minus r. From here 1 by x whole to the power r means x to the power minus r. Therefore this will be finally this. And we can write also 2n cr into x to the power 2n minus 2r. Since this term is independent of x, therefore x to the power 2n minus 2r will be equal to x to the power 0. From that 2r is equal to 2n, therefore r is equal to n. Therefore t n plus 1 is independent of x. First we find which term is independent of x, that is the n plus 1th term. Then we find that term t n plus 1 is equal to 2n cn into e to the power n minus r. Since it is independent of x, we need not write the next two terms or next two factors. Therefore it will be 2n cn. Now if we simplify, what we get? You can give your answer like this, but if you were to prove simplified value, then we simplify this one. This will be factorial 2n by factorial n into factorial 2n minus n, that is factorial 2n by factorial n whole square. Actually in the answer this form is given, that is why I have simplified up to this step. Otherwise you can give your answer up here. This is the answer. Next sum, number 3. I start from here. Solution 3. We have to find the term independent of x in this case. Since it is not in the form a plus x whole to the power n, we have to think differently. What is that? First we write this one, 1 plus x whole cube into x minus 1 by x whole to the power 6. Actually we shall write the expanded form of each. Here it will be 1 plus 3x plus 3x square plus x cube. since we have to find the term independent of x, that means if we consider each term, this term is to be multiplied with constant so that that term will be independent of x. This term is to be multiplied with 1 by x term so that that term will be independent of x. This term is to be multiplied with 1 by x square term, like this. That is why we have to write the full expanded form. This will be x to the power 6. Since minus is there, alternative sign changes will be there. Minus 6c1 x to the power 5 into 1 by x minus 6, plus will be 6c2 x to the power 4 into 1 by x square minus 6c3 x cube into 1 by x cube plus 6c4 x square into 1 by x to the power 4 minus 6c5 into x into 1 by x to the power 5 plus 6 c6 means 1 by x to the power 6. Note the technique. Since the given one is not in the form of a plus x whole to the power n, we have written the full expanded form for each. This one. Then we have to think, after multiplication, which parts will be independent of x. Therefore, the term independent of x is equal to, first we consider this term, that is constant. Now to get the independent term independent of x, we have to multiply that one with the term which is independent of x, and that is this one. 6c3 x cube into 1 by x cube cancelled. Therefore, finally it is minus 6c3. Therefore, 1 into minus 1 into 6c3. Then we consider this term 3x, that is to be multiplied with 1 by x term. Now we first follow which term is giving 1 by x term. There is no such term, you see. No such term. Therefore, next we consider 3x square term, that is to be multiplied with 1 by x square term, and that is this one. We can underline these terms. Therefore, plus 3 into 6c4. Then we consider x cube term, x cube, that is to be multiplied by 1 by x cube term. There is no such term, 1 by x cube term. Therefore, finally, the term independent of x will be this one. Now, we simplify that. 3 into factorial 6 by factorial 4 into factorial 2 minus factorial 6 factorial 3 into factorial 3. 3 into 6 into 5 by 2 minus 6 into 5 into 4 by 3 into 2 You see how I am simplifying. Actually, factorial 6 is equal to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Since last three factors form factorial 2, I have not written here factorial 4. Last product of last three digits, and also I have used that technique. Therefore, it is 45 minus 20 is equal to 25. Therefore, require term independent of x is equal to 25.